The Mobalytics Academy series is focused on the fundamentals of League of Legends. Curated by challenger level players, by focusing on these basics, even the most skilled high elo players can improve their game and climb the ladder. Roaming is a fundamental for aggressive mid laners since your strong laning phase can transition into good roam windows. To roam effectively, you want to hard shove a fresh wave into your opponent to give you the longest window to be able to roam. To simplify why it's important to shove fresh waves, think of waves as a timer that starts once the minions run by your tower. The faster that you can clear the enemy wave, the more time you will have left over to roam before having to return to reset the timer once again. That is why it is important to plan ahead when you want to roam. Try to pay attention to other lanes before you shove out and have a plan in mind for what lane you want to go to. This will save even more time, plus allow a clear and concise roam rather than just moving as soon as you clear the wave to a random lane. Knowing that you need to plan ahead seems easy enough, but what you need to be looking for to make that plan. First is the most obvious one, to watch the side lanes and see where you can gank easiest. Think about if your team can follow up, the summoners that your team pings that are down, and how you want the gank to happen with your own abilities. There is some other important factors though, so don't blindly just go to the lane that needs help. Those factors are vision control and looking at your own jungler. Knowing you have vision control on the side that you want to roam to will allow you to have more control over it being successful or not. Normally, vision control is on one side of the map, top side or bot side. So pay attention to where your vision control is stronger, because that's going to allow you to go to where the enemy has less vision to allow it to get more successful ganks off. The other factor is looking at where your jungler is going. Hoping your jungler make plays happen and playing to your jungler's side will also make roams more successful. Even just hoping your jungler invade for a red buff or blue buff can net big advantages for your team. To give a brief recap on where to roam, first look at the lanes and see how they are doing. Look at your vision control, and if you have good vision on the side that you want to roam to, you will find better success. Then look at where your jungler is and see if they're going to be on the same side as you. Be sure to drop some on the way and assist pings to get everyone on the same page during the roam to further increase the success chance even further. Now, roaming isn't always going to work, and understanding what you're going to give up during the roams is an important aspect. I briefly explained earlier about how shoving a fresh wave will allow the longest window to roam, since each roam is on a timer before the next wave. This concept can go even further. When you leave to roam somewhere, depending on the length of how long your roam lasts, it will give the opponent an opportunity to shove the wave before you arrive. This can actually then allow your enemy to either reset if they were low, or even roam on you while you catch the wave. That is why it is important to go back to your lane quickly if you're going to see that the roam is not going to work. In some cases, you will roam purely just to get summoners of the enemy, and you will lose some minions, plus the enemy will have a roam timer themselves, but that is the price that you must pay when leaving your own lane to another. So ultimately, try to be quick with your roams and pay attention to your enemy laner if they're able to shove the wave and roam themselves, so your team doesn't get blindsided if you're inside the middle of the roam that was unsuccessful, which gives the enemy a window to actually do it themselves. Thanks for watching this episode of the Mobalytics Academy series. If you want to take your climb to the next level, download our desktop app to unlock even more new features like auto-imported builds and pick band recommendations at Champ Select.